Welcome! Hi guys! Hopefully you can hear me tonight because apparently on Monday no one could for half the time until I was informed that my mute was on. So there's that. So tonight I was going to recap what I had talked about in the first half of that video so that you guys could hear that part. Thank you, Alma, for joining again and for all the smiley faces. You're like, between you and our own mom, you guys are the best supporters. So, yeah. So just kind of continuing with the travel theme today and probably tomorrow, I think Rose is probably going to talk about Denver. We had some great finds there. So stick around for that one tomorrow night. But tonight, I was just going to talk about our cruise once again to New England and Canada. So kind of what I had already talked about, but no one could hear me. I was like hoping you guys knew how to lip read, but apparently not. So anyways, on Monday night I talked about cruising with Holland America. I've been on 3 cruises and I've only cruised with Holland America, so I can't speak for other cruise lines, but maybe if you guys have cruised with someone else, you can let us know how they are about allergies and how they deal with that on the cruise. But for Holland America, what we did is like a month or 2 before we left, we filled out a form online that said if you're gluten-free or dairy-free or whatever allergy you have, you can fill out this form and they let you choose between like different categories for, breakfast and lunch and dinner. You can do if you want gluten-free waffles or pancakes or English muffins or anything like that. You can say, okay, I want, for a total of 6 items for breakfast during the cruise, please, and then for lunch this many gluten-free items, and for dinner, I want gluten-free bread available or whatever. So they had you fill that out, and we submitted that. And then when we got on the cruise, we only really had to specify at dinner time that we were gluten-free, I guess. Because I'll just start from the beginning of the day, how about? So for breakfast, if you've ever been on a cruise, you know you have a few choices. You can go to the dining room, but that's kind of a long process, and so we're more like just want to get something quick and get our day going. So we'd usually go to the buffet upstairs or have room service. And if we chose room service, then we could put on the form the night before, please bring a gluten-free English muffin or gluten-free bread, and then they would accommodate us and bring that in the morning. We'd usually get like an omelet or eggs or something and maybe some toast and coffee, of course. So we did that, delivered to our room. Or if you go up to the buffet, they actually had a whole little section like by the toaster that had gluten-free bagels and toast available, and you can just tell them, I'm gluten-free, what are your options, and okay, give me a bagel or whatever. So they would do that. They would like change their gloves and everything, but they still use the same toaster. So I don't know if that's a problem for you, like if you're celiac or highly sensitive. I'm sure they would accommodate you and put it in a different toaster if you want, but thankfully I'm not that sensitive, and so the same toaster was fine. But so you can get all those bread options if you want those, and then they also have gluten-free waffles or gluten-free pancakes if you want those, but they make those basically like only if you come up and say I'm gluten-free. They don't have any ready to go. So it takes a little bit longer. I think maybe we tried it one time, but it was just like, not super worth it to wait that long, and it was just not like amazing pancakes. So we would usually do eggs or fruit. So yeah, so that's kind of your options for breakfast. Lunch, we usually were either eating off the boat at the port, or you could eat at the buffet again, or you could do like a lettuce burger. Lots of different options there. But they were pretty good about accommodating us and being aware of what gluten-free was. I was pretty surprised. And then at dinner, here we go. So they would bring out the menu to us at the end of our meal for the next night, and we would say on there what we wanted. We would choose. They have, like 5 options for appetizers, 5 options for your main course, and then like some dessert options. So we would say, okay, I want this certain soup or whatever for my appetizer, and they would be like, yeah, we can do that gluten-free. So we'd say, 3 of these soups, and then, this beef dish for our main course, and then, the creme brulee for dessert. And they would look it over and be like, okay, yep, we can do that all gluten-free, or, this really can't be made gluten-free, it's already pre-mixed, or whatever. And so they would kind of let us know. And so we would do that every night. And so that was really great. We had like really great dinners. Like I had like this mushroom risotto, which was amazing, gluten-free. And a lot of times we'd have to have ice cream for dessert though, because they didn't have a lot of dessert options, but still love ice cream. So like an ice cream sundae, or one night they did have like a flourless chocolate cake that was really good. So yeah, I was really kind of shocked that they were so on it, which was great. But one thing I will say, it was kind of weird because we filled out the whole form before we got on the ship, like a month ahead of time, and like no one ever said anything to us about it. So I don't really know what that form was for, because it's not like anyone checked to see if we got all the items we checked off or anything, or if they were just seeing if they were going to have make sure they brought enough on the ship for everyone that was gluten-free. I don't really know what was going on with that, but that's what they did. So yeah, tell us though if you've been on like Royal Caribbean or Norwegian or Celebrity or whatever, what you've experienced with allergies, because I'd like to maybe try Royal Caribbean out next. So let us know about that. And let's see, what else? I think I told you guys everything else. I think you got everything else live when I did that. Because I talked about Charlottetown and Prince Edward Island. And I think you guys heard about like that cool chip shack we found in Charlottetown on Prince Edward Island that had like the gluten-free fish and chips and the gluten-free apple fries with the caramel sauce. If you remember that, maybe you could like give me a thumbs up or something, because I think that's where I ended last time. I think you guys just missed the part about like cruising with Holland America and kind of what they offered. So yeah, if you want to go back and look at the other video from Monday, feel free to do that. You'll get all more great information. And also on our blog, we did a whole blog about going to Canada, and that's at mamasmixandbowl.com, and just go under the blog post under the travel section and it'll pop up. So if you want to get more details on anything, go there. And yeah, we just have like only till Wednesday. Wednesday's our last day of the 30-day challenge. So really proud of you guys, and thank you so much for watching and joining us every night, or just watching it when you can. Just going back and watching it, that's awesome. We really appreciate it. And we hope to bring you guys lots of more gluten-free travel things, because that's kind of our passion. So don't be afraid to travel when you're going gluten-free. There's always an option. And be sure to check out like our snacks video, because you always want to have lots of snacks on hand if you're traveling gluten-free. But yeah, we really appreciate you guys, and I hope you're having a great weekend. And tomorrow night will be Rosarita. So stay tuned, stick with us these next few days. You're almost done. All right, bye.